Today I want to talk about a new technique that a lot of designers are starting to use a lot, which is the big rounded corners that you can see here and here. But not only that, but smooth corners, which is more specific to iOS. So where did it all start? To me, it starts because of the big rounded iPhone 10. And when you have a UI that is rounded like this, you kind of want it so that it fits nicely with the rounded corners. Let me just make the background a little bit darker so that you can see better. Now, if you place this here, it looks fine. But if you have a less rounded rectangle like this, then it kind of looks weird with the big rounded corners. Now, in general, there are several reasons why I use rounded corners. One of them is that it looks a lot friendlier and more approachable for a tactile element. So if you want to give a hint that the user is supposed to be manipulating this, moving this around, you tend to want to make it more rounded. Now let's talk about smooth corners. As designers, we love to try new things and we love to experiment with new ideas. And so when you see a shape like this, traditionally you would have rounded corners that are either square, a little bit rounded, or a circle. But now with the smooth corners, which is what iOS used for the app icon, let me just pull that up from the Apple iOS UI kit. They have a bunch of templates that you can use. So the home screen, for example, so you can see in iOS 13, the duck rounded corners, it's a little bit different. And we call that the super ellipse or the hyper round or the smooth corners. But essentially, we have this that permeates iOS 13. And the same happens with the app icons. Now, when we design for iOS, we try to be as consistent as possible to the platform so that it doesn't feel completely out of place. So when you have something like this, of course, that really works still, but then you have something like this that kind of adds a little bit more personality and that is something that is new, then I think it's important to try new techniques to see what fit with the platform, especially within the context of your design. Coming back to my design right here, the reason why I'm creating all of these cards, one is because it's really easy to adapt this to bigger screens. So I can just create components of these cards and they would just fit and scale depending on the size of the canvas. And secondly, I want to make them tactile. So I want this to be clickable and then it turns into this. And then I want to either allow the user to drag this to see more detail on the right side of this dashboard, or maybe it can respond to the accelerometer, maybe using some parallax effects and 3D effects. I don't know what's possible with the prototyping tool. I'm just throwing ideas out there as I sketch this design. So when you design, it's important to go crazy and be very creative because that's what makes your design stand out. But at the same time, it is also important as designers to code your design or to use a prototyping yourself to see what kind of limitations that you're gonna see when you're at that stage. Because all of those crazy ideas are in your head. And typically, it's really, really hard to translate that and to communicate that to someone else. And therefore, if you're a designer and if you can code it yourself, then you can bring it to life and you can push the envelope even more so that something that looks crazy from a visual design standpoint is not that crazy when you actually see that in the real app. So that's what I want to talk about today, and I do have coding courses for designers if you're interested. I also have prototyping courses for designers, and that's going to allow you to take your concept and bring it to the next level. So I would love to hear what you think and what you would like to learn next. So for example, contextual shadows, or how to use icons, how to create cards, or how to space things consistently with iOS. So those are some of the topics on top of my head that I could be covering next, and it is up to you to tell me if that's the kind of thing that you want to learn. Thank you so much.